Welcome to the final battle of week number 4 of the FnF Victory Road Draft League. This is Noel from Mystical Chain commentating, and this battle is going to feature the Grand Island Jolteons, which is Quasimodo, versus the Bayside Divers, which is Sir Roland. As a reminder, the Mega Pokemon available on each team are Mega Sceptile, who won't be making an appearance on Quasimodo's team, Mega Tyranitar, who will be making an appearance on Sir Roland's team. The Z-Crystal Pokemon we have are Klefki, which won't be making an appearance, and Thundurus, who could use Attack Z moves on Grand Island Jolteons, and then Staraptor could use any Z move, Gardevoir could use Attack Z moves on the Bayside Divers. For some initial thoughts, we have Wobbuffet here. That's the first thing that called out to me when I saw these lineups. Wobbuffet. I'm very interested to see how Wobbuffet's going to do, especially considering the fact that Shadow Tag is not banned in the Draft League. So this is an Ubers battle, reflecting the fact that Wobbuffet can be using Shadow Tag, which it most certainly will. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. I'm really excited to see that. We see the standard Pokemon that Sir Roland brings to the battles, except Frostlass is a new addition to the team. I don't think we've seen Frostlass in the league yet, and it looks like Frostlass will be a valuable asset in being able to take down perhaps Thundurus and Mudsdale, while also posing a threat to Uxie with its Ghost-type stab. So I'm actually curious to see how Frostlass is going to do in this matchup as well. Some strong hitters on both sides. It looks like Grand Island Jolteons is a little bit more defensive in nature, and Bayside Divers a little bit offensive in nature this time. But we'll just see how the pace of the battle goes, and we could jump right into it. I'm expecting maybe a Uxie lead from Quasimodo to set up Stealth Rocks. Maybe we'll see the same thing with Tyranitar from Sir Roland. Oh no, we have Lucario and Frostlass. Maybe Frostlass is going to set up some spikes. Interesting combination of Pokemon here. Lucario can really threaten Frostlass with a Meteor Mash right off the bat, but Destiny Bond, ooh, and Swords Dance is up. Destiny Bond can't be used twice in a row in Gen 7, so Frostlass is going to have to really think about what it wants to do now. A boosted Lucario right off the bat is not something you want to run into. Very tough Pokemon to take down. Lucario is named Name 3. I'm assuming the other Pokemon are named Name 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6. But we'll see. And Shadow Ball's going to do a decent amount of damage. Meteor Mash is going to miss. This is a good opportunity for Frostlass to go for the Destiny Bond again. 49% HP, could be a low damage roll, so maybe Frostlass can take out the rest of the HP with Shadow Ball. Very risky move either way, coming from both sides. There's not really a suitable switch into his Shadow Ball. The best I can think of is Tapu Fini. And Frostlass actually commonly holds a Focus Sash. I don't think it's going to hold a Focus Sash this time because of the fact that it used Destiny Bond, and that would have been counterintuitive with the Focus Sash. But if Lucario can take down Frostlass, there's not many other checks to it on the team. I also believe that Frostlass is a shiny Frostlass. The color scheme looks a little bit different. I'm not sure. It looks different enough that it could be a shiny, but I'd have to look it up and see what the original color scheme is. We have the Destiny Bond. Meteor Mash is going to take down Frostlass, who also takes down Lucario with it. So the score is an even 5-5, completely even. Out comes Ace the Staraptor to take on Thundurus Therian, named Name 5. So yeah, I think my prediction might have been correct. Thundurus Therian does have the opportunity to unleash a powerful electric-type move or to set up with Nasty Plot, so Roland's going to have to plan accordingly. Oh, and a Thunderbolt hits Staraptor, taking it down immediately. Out comes Yeet the Tyranitar. Maybe Sir Roland was thinking that Thundurus would try to set up a Nasty Plot and would maybe go for the Z move. Ooh, and an all-out pummeling is going to take out Tyranitar. That is a very good Z move to have with Focus Blast because of its high base power and its ability not to miss. No chances being taken for a Focus Blast, or as people like to call it, Focus Miss. And then comes Latte the Latias. Latte has a lot of coverage moves that I could use to take down Thundurus if Thundurus isn't careful. Alright, and in comes Tapu Fini, taking an Ice Beam relatively easily. The Misty Terrain combined with the Sandstorm for some reason is a very comical thing to me. We have like a fairy like pastel thing and then we have a sandstorm going in the middle of it. I think that's actually hilarious. Alright, and Marion Von Edmond comes out taking a Moonblast, deals a sizable chunk. Tapu Fini is name 1, so this is the OG name. Or actually, maybe Yuxi is name, and then Tapu Fini's name 1, because Lucario was name 3, and Thundurus, I believe, was name 5. Yeah, so that could actually be the missing piece of the puzzle. Yuxi is just name. In comes Yuxi. Indeed, it is just name. And it takes a Shattered Psyche, which deals about 35%. Good damage for a resisted move. Marianne Von Edmond can go for a different move, try to take it down with perhaps a Hyper Voice, or sorry, a Moonblast. And Yuxi goes for the U-turn to bring in Will we see Tapu Fini or maybe Thundurus again? Or maybe he'll go for the Wobbuffet. Thundurus Therian comes out, taking a Moonblast, which deals pretty massive damage. Only has 19% left. But it will be faster, I believe, than Gardevoir. In comes Latias to take a Thunderbolt. Resisted, only does 20%. Will Latias go for the Ice Beam again, or will Latias anticipate the Tapu Fini switch in? Little stare down going on between the two. Oh, Wobbuffet comes in. Takes that Ice Beam relatively easily. Now Latte cannot switch out. If Latte has Calm Mind, however, this could be a good opportunity for Latte to be able to set up. Latte goes for the Ice Beam. And it is Encored. So we know for a fact that we'll be seeing Ice Beam again. This could be bad news for Latte, as Wobbuffet can Mirror Coat it. Oh, the freeze wears off right as it happens. And in comes Sparky the Luxray. Crunch would deal some pretty big damage, but Mudsdale could actually switch in and absorb that crunch relatively easily if it desired. Interestingly enough, we see no Intimidate from the Luxray, which means that the likely ability on Luxray is Guts, although Rivalry is also an option. And in comes Mudsdale, taking that crunch with ease. Ooh, and it does have Guts. Holding a Burn Orb will activate its Guts, boosting its attack up by 1.5 times. I don't think that Luxray has any coverage moves that could take Mudsdale on, especially with that boost in defense from Stamina. Ooh, actually Ice Fang is able to take it on. I stand corrected. Mudsdale goes down. I actually was not expecting the Ice Fang at all. Luxray is actually in a pretty good position right now. The rest of the Pokemon on the team being relatively passive, and Thundurus not able to do much versus a Luxray. Wow, that Ice Fang was a big surprise. maybe Focus Blast from Thundurus would do enough to bring it down to a range where perhaps it could KO with Tapu Fini, but it all depends on speed at this point. I think speed is going to be really important in taking down this Luxray. And Uxie's the one to come out. It uses Yawn, but it doesn't work because Luxray is affected by Burn. Thundurus Therian comes in. Strong Focus Blast could be enough to bring Luxray down. Or an Ice Fang miss, because Ice Fang does have somewhat of a tendency to miss in the most crucial of times. Focus Blast does big damage, but it isn't enough to bring Luxray down. Luxray is to a rather low percent. Maybe a Tapu Fini Moonblast will be enough to take it down if Tapu Fini goes first, but a strong electric move might... Oh, and Tapu Fini does go first with the Moonblast, taking down Luxray. In comes Marianne von Edmund. Two fairy types looking at each other, knowing that one of them is going to take down the other. And it is Name 1, the Tapu Fini, who takes down Gardevoir with a 2-0 victory for the Grand Island Jolteons over the Bayside Divers. Really good match there. Luxray almost turned it around. Really strong performance from both sides, and a great way to end week number 4. So, moving forward, we are going to be in week 5. So tune in for that. I'll have the week 4 recap coming after this. This was Noel from Mystical Chain, and I'll see you for future battles of week 5.